Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. You know what? I really want a new intro. Like, I just feel like a basic YouTuber when I say welcome back to my channel, even though, I mean, welcome back to my channel, but some of you guys are here for the first time. So it's like, hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Hey everyone, this is my channel. I don't know. Like, let me know what's a good alternative intro, because I don't know. I feel like every time I watch a video, it's like, hey everyone, welcome back everybody, and I just over it. But that's not what I want to talk about. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm RLQ.Rosie on Instagram. You can follow me there. All my social networks are linked down below, so please follow, subscribe, whatever the method is of that particular social network. But I did a full face of products, and obviously by the title, possibly thumbnail, I don't really know. I don't know. You probably know what you know, some of the products I use. But go ahead and keep on watching, and I will see you at the end. I'm so sorry about that intro, by the way. Okay, hopefully I can get through this without some interruptions, because we're cat sitting, and this cat is, well, this kitten is quite the character. And he's already gotten into so much. Anyways, this video is going to be kind of long, I think. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. But let's just jump right into it. Basically, a bunch of stuff that I was sent for PR, sponsored post, you name it. I wanted to dive into, like, full face, including foundation and everything. I'm almost positive. Only thing I have on is brows. And this was ColourPop, which was sent to me PR. Well, Anastasia and ColourPop. ColourPop was sent as PR, Anastasia wasn't, but that's okay. So I'm going to use two primers today. I'm going to be using the Prep and Matte from Lancome, which is this one here, and then I'm going to be using the Lancome Blur Stick as well. And I'm using this one because my pores are out of this world with this climate change. I mean, they usually are, but more so than usual. I've been using this for a couple of days now, and I will have to say I really love it. And I feel like my makeup lasts a lot longer. And I feel like I look a lot prettier, you know? But I did also switch my foundation. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way that I like used in my last video. If you hear loud noises, we don't have mice. It is the kitten. And Desmond. Normally, I don't use a eyeshadow base or a pre-shadow, but Karity did send me one with their palettes. I'm not going to use their palette today, but I'm going to be using their primer. I want to see how it works and kind of give my first thoughts, first impression, whatever you want to call it. So it just looks like that. I want to see. Oh, and it's a wand. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to apply it directly to my... Oh, no. I just did that. Focus. Fudge, that's a lot. Crap. Do not want to use that much on the eyes. Hell no. Oh, it went back in for the most part. I'm going to take a Juno sponge that I've been using. It is a little bit dirty, and just kind of dab that in. This is also kind of a review on my Juno sponge slash first impression. There's another one. I was sent these by Kayla. I will tag her down below. She's so sweet, and she highly recommended these sponges, so she sent them to me. I feel like I am not centered in this video, and it's bothering me. For eyeshadow today, I was gifted a palette from Tarte, and it's from their holiday collection. Kind of an odd holiday collection. It's the Pineapple of My Eye set, which comes with like a mini mascara, mini liner, and a mini lipstick. But I mean, it's no different than Jeffree Star releasing an alien palette for the holidays. Pineapple aliens. You know, tomato, tomato. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I want to see how it works. I guess not necessarily how it works, but how it performs. I know sometimes holiday palettes don't perform as well. This is what this one looks like. It is a pineapple. You open it up, and it has all the eyeshadow shades, which I will show you there. And then it has up top a blush, bronzer, and two highlighters. Excuse me, two blushes, one highlighter, and a bronzer, plus a mirror, which is really cute, but those shades in there actually aren't bad. So I'm going to dip into these a little bit today. We're going to go right into the purple on this ColourPop brush. This is a ColourPop brush. I'm hoping this is pigmented, and you know, of course with these palettes, the shimmers are always going to be really good, so everyone's main concern is going to be the mattes, and that is what I'm here for. So it's not coming out as purple as I want it to look. It actually looks really deep. I mean, it's pigmented. It's just not translating well on the skin. That's what it looks like in the pan, and this is what it looks like on my eyes. I mean, that's a really pretty color, but if you were looking for that really vibrant purple that shows in the palette, you're not going to get it. So because of the way the purple looked on my lid, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is like a plum shade, and see if that kind of adds a little bit more life to the shadow right underneath of it. I know it's kind of a lighter color than the original shade, like the purple is supposed to be deeper, and this one is obviously lighter, but the way it translated on the lid, it's not what I wanted it to be. If that makes any sense whatsoever, but that's exactly like what I'm going for. Kind of mad because I really want to like this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and carve out my crease, which hopefully will allow me to play with a little bit more color. I'm going to go up high and all the way around. Because that is darker thanks to the shadows, I'm going to go into the white one from ColourPop, which I love, live for, and shout out to everyone who's picked it up after I recommended it, because I hope you love it as much as I do. Let me just tell you that. You know, I can already say I don't love this look, but I'm committed to it. So let's go into this green shade right here. This is like a flat shader, and then I'm gonna do most of the lid with it. That's actually really pretty. I'm telling you, metallics are where they're at with these palettes. It's always gonna they're never gonna disappoint like the mattes typically do. And I'm not saying like the mattes are all disappointing, but like, I don't know if you can see, it doesn't look like it's as blended as I want it to be. And this video might be deceiving, like it might look like it is, but it's definitely not blended like I would want it to be blended. I'm gonna take like this alien purple right there. And this is almost like, I think this is a lip brush. And that's what I'm gonna put in the inner corner. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'm so sorry, guys. Don't know how I feel about it. I think my biggest mistake was like that purple. I think that's where it started off, and I think that's kind of, it's just spiraling from here, which is fine. I mean, can't win them all. Let's go into the black shade. I'm going to take this and see if I can deepen the crease a little. I can't tell if this black is horrible or I just shouldn't have laid it over that metallic, but I don't think the metallic should have anything to do with it. I mean, I don't hate it now. I do want to say I am using that new primer base, which I don't know if it would have made a difference, and that's the problem with, you know, trying out new things is you don't always like the outcome. I don't know if the base wasn't good or these eyeshadows aren't just good. But to be honest, I know a lot of times with holiday palettes, they don't put as much effort into them. I mean, once it's cleaned up, I actually like it a little bit more. Those metallics are really pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of this one and put that up here. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. That shade alone, like, redeems the palette for me. But I'm a lot easy to please. I'm really easy to please. Okay, let's see how this looks once I pull the entire face together. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so for face, I'm going to dip into these Dermablend pigments. So I was sent these, and I've never used them before, but I'm really excited because Dermablend's a good brand. I was sent 37W, 35W, and 43N. As you can see, they all have different undertones. The middle one's a little bit more neutral, and the ones on the left and right are a little bit more warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into 37W with this, which is this one here. I feel like that's my perfect match. I am going to use one of the Juno sponges, a clean one. This is dirty, as you can see. Cleaning my brushes after this, so don't judge me. But I'm going to go ahead and open this, go wet my beauty blender / Juno sponge, and I'll be right back. That's how big it gets. The one thing I will say, when I wet this one the other day, for some reason it was really soapy when I was like wringing out the water, which I did not like. It almost made me feel like it was used. So that was really weird. But I'm going to go ahead and just begin. I've never used this, and I'm really excited. Like I said, it's got a dropper. Oops. I don't want to put too much because I don't know how pigmented this stuff is. And oh wow. That stuff is really pigmented. Damn. Okay, so I love the way this foundation pigment use like works. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the 43N. They can be used as just concealer as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll take the other one and I will use that as concealer. But wow. The way it's described, like, let me read the box to you. It says Flawless Creator, Multi-Use Liquid Pigments. And it says, safely covers imperfections, redness, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, oil-free, lightweight, evens, and smooth skin. And you can wear it alone or mix with skincare, finger blend, or buff in with brush. I love the way my face looks right now. Alright, let's see if it'll cover up this hot mess right here. That is my ugly side. I don't know if it's the sponge or the actual product that's not sticking in this particular area right here. I'm going to add a little bit more. I don't look cakey in person, which I love. Like, I like the way I look right now in my mirror. I don't know how it's translating on the monitor. Okay, so because this one is a little bit lighter in comparison, like you can see the difference, I'm going to use this one as concealer, as I mentioned just a second ago. I've already shaken it. Just a dab there and a dab there. Oops. I do also have the all over setting powder. This is illuminating banana powder, so I'm going to use it to set under the eyes. I will say that my monitor is reflecting, like it's showing me looking a little bit lighter than what I look like in person. Like in person, it actually is a really good match to my neck, but for some reason my monitor is making me look a little bit darker. Making me look a little bit lighter, which it's not, I promise you. So that did not make me look cakey, which I'm okay with. I'm going to take some of that black and I'm going to go under the eyes. And I already regret this because it's going down too low. Let's take a little bit of that shimmer. Okay, so before I move on, I just want to throw it out there that I freaking love the way my skin looks right now. Like, I just stepped away from my monitor, I looked in another mirror in different lighting, and I was like, damn, I really like the way my skin looks. I don't know about the eye look quite yet, but I'm going to, which is this one right here, just to warm up the face. I will say that is a pretty good bronzer. Not bad. Pretty impressed. So Karity also sent over these blush bombs. This is in the shade Coral Kaboom. I love that it has a mirror, but it comes with a highlighter and 2 blushes. I'm going to mix these, and these are so pigmented that I'm going to just dab it, and I'll probably have to wipe them off. But this is the shade that I've been wearing a little bit, quite a bit. When I do wear blushes, I'm going through a really heavy blush phase, like where I just want a ton of freaking blush on my cheeks. Like, I want the world to know that I want to look like a clown with blush. I just don't know what it is that I'm going to blend out. But so for lips, I'm going to throw on a gloss, and I'm going to use 2 Buxom items. This is lip liner in Mystery and Make Me Melt Shiny Liquid Lipstick. So I'm going to throw these on. I love Buxom liners because they're so thick, and they have the little brush on the end to kind of like diffuse it, blend it out, which not a lot of liners do. So that set does come with some minis, but I'm not going to use it because I actually have those exact same ones in like larger forms. I'm going to throw on a little bit of liner just so I can connect it right where it's black, and I can throw on my lashes and it doesn't look like atrocious, if you know what I mean. Okay, so for lashes, I'm going to use some DODO lashes that I was sent. These, I'm an affiliate, so this is kind of in the form of payments. Sometimes they pay us out on lashes, but you can use RLQ.Rosie to save on these lashes. But this is in the style D203. Sorry, I look like an 8 on this side. I'm going to quickly set my face before I apply my highlighter. That's just like my new favorite thing to do. I was recently sent the Urban Decay D-Slick one, and this is supposed to be for oil control. I don't think I've ever used this one. I know the other one is one of my favorites, but we're going to try this one. I honestly probably should not have set because I'm going to the gym right after this. Like, I'm going to wash my face and go to the gym, which is... So I know I'm going to regret this because it's so pretty. But I'm going to finally dip into the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost. This is in the shade Money Honey. Like, you can see how freaking pretty it is. Those shifts, different lighting. It shifts just so stinking pretty. Let's see how close I can get. The shifts are just insane. It actually has a green undertone to it, which for some reason the camera's not picking up anytime I rotate it, but in different lighting, it's so pretty. So, I'm going to take a little bit because I don't want to use a lot and I really don't want to ruin it. Oh, thank God it doesn't. Really don't want to ruin it too much. I know he did say to use your fingers, but I'm not going to use my fingers this time. Oh, Lord. That is so pretty. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to use my finger actually this time. Only so I can evenly, like, apply it. It even has, like, purple. Can you see it in this lighting? Like, a little bit of purple shift to it. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to go throw on these lashes so I can complete this look and play with this highlighter a little bit more because I'm really excited all of a sudden. But I will be right back. And we're back. So that was it. I did pop in a little bit of Money Honey in the inner corner, but let's take a moment to appreciate this freaking highlight. Like what even? Let's turn the flashlight on. What? It's just so pretty. And I mean, this is coming from somebody who just released her own highlighter, I guess you would say. But this one is like, and I'm so glad I went with this one. It has green. I'm sure you guys can tell on camera because I can see it in my monitor. Like, it looks green, but it's also gold and it's super wearable, obviously. But obviously not everyone's going to want to wear green highlight. Not everyone's confident enough to have that green shift in the highlight. So I don't blame you if you don't like it. I don't blame you if you don't love it. But I mean, like, from the cheek to the thingy, it actually translates super well. Which I don't know if you can tell. Again, like I said, it's not picking up anytime it's like green, but it does have a green shift to it. Like, it's so freaking pretty. In fact, maybe if I like turn down some lights, you can see it. Maybe I'll do that when I do my editing. But so I did want to turn down the lights a little bit so you guys can see it in its full glory. Lord have mercy. It is so stinking beautiful. Like, but for now, that was it. I'm sorry if you hear some loud noises. They're reconstructing the duplex next door, which is really annoying. Which is why I've been really weird about when I record. So, I hope you like this video. Final thoughts. The palette wasn't amazing. It didn't wow me, but that's not a surprise. Like I said, with holiday palettes, that's typical. That's really typical. The primer could have had something to do with it, but I'm not 100% convinced. So I'll play with the palette some more with my regular concealer as a primer, and then I'll kind of, you know, update you guys maybe on my story or my Snapchat, my Instagram, something like that. I don't know. But as far as everything else, like the highlighter I love, the blush is something I've been using for a while. This, like, these liquid pigments, look at how my skin looks good. Mind you, I did use a Lancome primers, but again, I mean, at the end of the day, it could have had a negative reaction. They could have not worked well together, so I can't say that they both suck, but I mean, just the pigmentation and the coverage of those pigments were so good. Obviously, it's called pigments, but you know what I'm talking about. I did love them. As far as the bronzer and the palette, I use that as well, and I like it. I didn't hate it. I mean, it is just a traditional Tarte bronzer, so you take what you will. I mean, I think it's a $50 palette, but it does come with a mini liner, which is one that I do love. I love the Decay liner. That's one of my go-tos. And the mascara, this is one of my favorite Tarte mascaras, aside from the lifted mascara. Those two are two of my favorite mascaras from Tarte. I think I've talked about them multiple times on my channel. And actually, their Tarteist one's really good too. I've talked about the mascaras a lot because Tarte does have some good mascaras. And like I said, you'd be surprised quality matters when it comes to mascara. Like, I never thought so, but it does. So as far as the Juno sponge goes, I feel like that also had something to do with how good my skin looks. So I think it was just a combination of everything together. I did use the Dermablend setting powder as well, and so far I like the way it looks under the eyes. I think this look pulled together when I didn't think it was going to, especially with the full face. But when I mean, it was rough. It was a really rough beginning. And I think that purple really set the mood. Is that what you call it? For the video. So, I mean, it did pull a pretty look out of it. I don't hate this look. I mean, it's a really basic look, but it could have been better. I feel like the corals and like the coppers and like those shades will probably perform a lot better than the darker shades. And that's why I went with the darker shades, because I wanted to see exactly what I was working with. So like I said, the palette comes with some good things. So if you wanted to, you know, sacrifice a couple bad shadows for, you know, mostly good ones, then it's all up to you. Metallics were gorgeous. I used 2 metallics on this look and I love them. Actually, I used 3. I used one on the brow bone as well, which you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see it. Looks really pretty. This highlight. I cannot get over this highlight. Like, I need to pick up the rest of them, which I haven't because I was still recovering from New York. And then I just purchased the holiday collection, which I will be doing a review on. So stay tuned for that. That's if this video doesn't even go after I post the review. I don't even know. Like, I have so many videos that I need to edit. I'm so glad you are here watching me. I'm going to shut up because I feel like this video is just rambling now. But I hope you like this look. If you don't like this video, please just walk away, pretend it not happened. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And that is it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.